But first on our list, should voters have to prove they are U.S. citizens before casting a ballot? Thank you for joining us. I'm Alex Bell, and that is a bill that the U.S. Senate is expected to vote on this week after it passed through the House just last month. It's called the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility, or the SAVE Act. ABC's Becca Hobbecker joins us now in studio to discuss that, and also a similar effort right here in California.
Yeah, Alex, the federal SAVE Act would require someone to provide documentary proof of U.S. citizenship when registering to vote in federal elections. Now, debate is expected to be heated, but given the Senate's filibuster rules, the bill is not expected to pass. Still, there's an effort underway here in California that would also increase requirements around voter identification.
You have to be an American citizen to vote in federal and state elections.
You are required to be a citizen to vote on the governor, on all the ballot initiatives for Congress.
Jenny Farrell is executive director of the League of Women Voters of California. That's a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that advocates for voter education and access.
It's issues-based advocacy. We never support a specific candidate or party.
One issue the league is opposing this year is a California ballot initiative that would require an ID to vote. Currently, voter registration in the state requires someone to self-attest to their own citizenship. She says verification happens through each county's registrar of voters. Republican Assemblymember Carl DeMaio doesn't think that's adequate.
We should make it accessible and easy to vote, but with the greatest amount of integrity.
Last year, he authored a bill that would require someone to provide documentation proving U.S. citizenship when registering to vote, such as a passport or birth certificate. Then, when actually voting, they would need to show a government-issued ID to confirm they are the same person who registered. If voting by mail, voters would be required to write the last 4 digits of a government-issued ID on their ballot, which would then be verified by the registrar of voters. DeMaio's bill died in committee last year. So this year, he's leading the effort on a ballot initiative that would require an ID to vote, including offering free voter ID cards.
What I proposed is what I think Californians all agree on. I spent a lot of time listening to Democrat voters, Republican voters, and everyone in between. And they said consistently that they support voter ID. They also support making sure that our voter rolls are accurate, that we do citizenship verification, that we audit the voter rolls to make sure that people are being removed when they leave the state.
Farrell calls the ballot initiative unnecessary.
There is no problem with our election security.
Plus, she says voter ID laws can act as suppressive barriers to voting for people who are otherwise eligible to vote.
There is the unfortunate reality that there is a disproportionate impact likely when initiatives like this roll out on communities of color, low-income communities, people with disabilities, anyone who's gone through a name change, anyone who's experiencing housing insecurity, and all of those folks are more likely to not have a current valid ID.
Meanwhile, DeMaio's ballot initiative will likely appear on November's ballot. If voters approve it, the Independent Legislative Analyst's Office estimates implementing it would cost in the tens of millions to low hundreds of millions of dollars every year.
Now, back to the federal SAVE Act. Tomorrow, California Democratic Senator Alex Padilla is holding a joint news conference opposing it, calling it anti-voter legislation. Meanwhile, President Trump has said he will not sign anything into law until the SAVE Act passes, which would change voter ID requirements ahead of November's midterm elections. So we'll keep following this, Alex.
All right, Becca, thank you so much.